Welcome back, everyone. This is the JAYBONE and DYZZY show. We haven't done one of these in a while. We
Yeah.
can't do them as much as I'd like to, but
Well,
we, we,
I've been busy.
yeah, you're busy. I've got the new job. Yeah. So, life happens, but, we put our heads together over the course of the last 24 hours and decided we wanted to do something a little different. This
Yeah.
this video is going to be talking about the upcoming WWE Hall of Fame that's coming up in what is it? Late March is WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think so. Basically, I've been on Twitter and because I've been, pretty much blocking Twitter out of my life because I've been doing this whole job thing. But I was talking to a lady on there, and I'm not going to say names, but she showed me this Induct Savage account on Twitter that's kind of getting bigger, but it needs more promotion. Basically, they're like J Bone said, Hall of Fame's coming up here in just a few. They're going to announce the inductees, and we need to get two people, actually three people, into the Hall of Fame to make them inductees. One of them is obviously Macho Man Randy Savage. It's been long overdue,
Oh
long
yeah,
overdue.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean he had such the amazing career that everybody just dreamed of, dreamed to have. And the other one was Miss Elizabeth,
yeah.
Macho Man's burner, his right hand man, woman, whatever.
Yeah,
And another one is Davey Boy Smith, aka the British Bulldog.
yeah.
We need to get these guys. I don't know why the WWE has not inducted them into the Hall of Fame yet. It, I don't get it.
I think it all stems back to politics, unfortunately, and that's one thing that has gone on in the wrestling industry for way too long.
But if they can get over things with the Ultimate Warrior, and they obviously burned the bridges with Ultimate Warrior and said, you know what, it's good, we love you again, and then they obviously made good with that piece of shit Terry Hogan. Piece of God, I hate him.
Yeah,
Um, they should do Miss Elizabeth. They should do Macho Man, and they should do Davy Boy Smith, which we will give all the information at the end of the video or sometime in the video. Plus, we will put it in the description.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about each of them. Let's start out with Randy though. Um,
Yep.
Randy, there's icons in this industry, and then there's there's self. Let me put it this way: there's self-proclaimed icons
Yeah.
like Matt Hardy,
Well,
and that's
yeah.
just funny. I'm not cutting on him. I think it's just funny. And then there's real, and then there's real icons
Yeah.
like Sting,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Savage, and
Yeah.
yeah, and I know there was bad blood, and I don't know the whole story. I haven't heard all the details, but I know there was some bad blood that happened between Savage and McMahon. Um, Probably dating back to the whole WWF WCW wars. I'm guessing,
Yeah.
but and it's such petty stuff. It's like if one thing has taught us over the course of this last year, like you touched on the Ultimate Warrior thing.
Hmm.
It's like they brought him back. They even made a documentary about it, and the guy passes away 2 days. No,
That was a
three,
day,
three. Well, he was in.
wasn't it?
They inducted him in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
The next night, he made an appearance at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me, this Coke is kicking my butt. And then he came out on Raw. So he did the three night appearances in a row,
Yeah.
And then Tuesday morning, he was back home
Mhm.
and passed away. And it taught. I think it taught the WWE a lot of things, as in, um, you know, don't put off that old saying. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today.
Yeah.
That's just one of them. But yeah, they got to do this.
Yeah, I mean, Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth are gone. You know, did Davy Boy Smith die? I haven't heard anything about Davy Boy Smith dying, but did he pass
He's
away?
he's been dead. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
unfortunately.
So these guys are all gone.
In fact, I'll quick.
Yeah, I think you're right. I just haven't heard anything personally about it because I was so out of touch with wrestling until we started doing a show. But they need you touched on a very good subject. The Ultimate Warrior. He had 3 days to make himself, I guess to put the past behind him and do what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
These guys are not going to get the chance to do what the Ultimate Warrior did, you know, and that's why it's so important to have this happen, have this petition to go through. The WWE needs to do this. If they can induct that piece of crap Terry Hogan or Terry Bolleo or whatever the fuck his last name is, then they need to do something to honor Macho Man Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth, and Davey Boy Smith.
yeah.
They need to. They need to do this.
I just quick looked this up on Wikipedia, and I know some people don't like Wikipedia, but for some things it's good. Looking up some
Yeah.
dates and stuff.
Yeah.
Davy Boy Smith was born in 1962, died in 2002. He was 39 years old.
Wow.
So he's been
Maybe I do.
gone for was it 12 years now?
Yeah.
Okay, seriously, why is he not in the Hall of Fame?
Exactly. Exactly. I
And
mean,
I think there is some controversy with his wife. I'm guessing maybe. Um, oh, Diane. Yeah, Yeah, I've heard stuff.
yeah.
I've heard stuff about problems with stuff going back and forth between Diane Smith and Vince McMahon. Now,
Yeah.
what degree, I don't know. But I think she was trying to sue him over something.
Right. And I just looked it up too. Macho Man was born November 15th, 1952, and died May 20th, 2011. And Miss Elizabeth
God, it's
was
been 3
born.
years already. Holy crap.
Yeah. Miss Elizabeth was born November 19th, 1960, and died May 1st, 2003. So it's long overdue. I mean, Macho hasn't been dead that long, but they still need to honor his memory.
Oh, yeah. And whether it's with him, and well, big chunk of the controversy that's come along with putting Randy in the Hall of Fame is, I don't know if it's his brother that's doing it, if it's the family that's doing it, or whatever. A lot of people feel that the whole Poffo family should go in the Hall of Fame. And
Yeah.
yeah, there is some rich history. Maybe okay, maybe
Yeah,
Luke.
his dad was a wrestler.
Oh yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah.
Angelo Poffo, yeah.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend. He
It,
should be in the Hall of Fame.
whatever your opinion is on Leap and Lenny Poffo, he was still someone in the business. Maybe not even never as close as the icon that his brother did, but he was
Right.
still good. So I say just put the whole family in.
Yeah.
You
Why
know,
not?
in one fell swoop. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But nonetheless, whether they do that or not, they should at least put Randy in. The guy was huge.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the pomp and circumstance music, man. Every time I hear that music, I automatically think Macho Man. Ooh, yeah,
Oh yeah,
Randy Savage. You know.
there's certain things that certain theme songs take you back to. Oh yeah, you picture them coming down to the ring.
Yeah.
One I just heard recently that tripped a few memories was oh, what the heck was it? Oh, Demolition.
Yeah.
Heard the Demolition
Absolutely.
theme the other day, and I was like, yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a King of the Hill. He was on King of the Hill. He was one of the buff guys that was working out with Bill Dotrieve,
Oh, really?
and he was on he was the voice on King of the Hill as himself. I think as himself or as a different character, but nonetheless, he was on King of the Hill. You know, so I mean, every time I watch that episode, I'm like, man, I love Randy Savage. You know,
Yeah.
like man, you know, but um, yeah, if and anybody that's watching this video, if you would like to go and support Macho Man, Miss Elizabeth, and Davey Boy Smith, and you know, getting them inducted into the Hall of Fame, there's a couple ways that you can do it. You can go on Twitter and follow them at Induct Savage. There is a trend that they're trying to trend on Facebook or Twitter. I mean, Induct Savage 2015. Also induct Miss Elizabeth 2015 MISS. You can also follow the Induct Savage on Facebook at facebook.com/Induct Savage, facebook.com/ Davey Boy, Team Davey Boy Smith. Also, you can visit their website at www.teamdavyboysmith.com. They have a channel also that will be right here in the description. Also, they have a petition on change.org to induct the British Bulldog into the WWE Hall of Fame, and we'll also put that link in the description for you. So,
Yeah. You know, and
there's
thinking about Davy Boy Smith, I know one of my favorite memories when I was a wee little nard is watching the British Bulldogs, the tag team.
Mhm.
You know, and that's one thing you don't hear about. Every once in a while, you hear a little blip about the Dynamite Kid,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yep.
kind of wondering. And I know his health isn't good. As far as I know, he's still alive. I think he had some health issues with like a stroke or something within the last year or something.
Yeah.
Why? Why? I'm wondering if maybe those two should get inducted as a tag team. I don't know. I don't know what
Why
happened
not?
more. If Davy Boy had a longer solo career, or if he was with the British Bulldogs longer. That's one thing I'd have to go check out.
Honestly, I think British Bulldog had a better career solo because I honestly vaguely remember the British Bulldogs tag teams. But I wasn't British Bulldog in with Bret Hart's uh, stable.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought he was. I thought for a little bit because I remember him and Owen Hart tag teaming.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. That was
that's
towards
all
the.
I really remember of the British.
It was towards the end of the time that Bret Hart was in the WWF. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, because he had oh, what was his stable called? Crap, what was his stable called? Help me out there, J-Bone.
uh, see, I didn't
Was
watch a
it
lot. I didn't watch a lot
wasn't it
about
the
that.
Hart Foundation?
Well, that was the team he had with Anvil. Well, Brett and
Yeah,
Anvil were the Hart Foundation.
yeah.
But as far as the stable where they had Anvil, Brett, um, oh God, who else? It was Anvil,
Let's yeah,
Brett,
Davey. Davey Hart Smith and Tyson. Let's see.
Owen.
It was consisted of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart, and they were managed by Jimmy Hart, a relation. They also, I think, Bret Neidhart and Owen joined forces with another brother-in-law, the British Bulldog. So yeah, he had to have been, and this is all, again, this is coming from Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they all came down together, and it was around the same time that. Wasn't it,
I could have swore that. I mean, I may be wrong. I don't know, but
they had some
I was
stable
pretty damn sure.
Yeah, they had some stable. I just don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, because I remember him coming out with Owen Hart and Bret Hart. You know,
it wasn't Bret in a wheelchair or something.
Huh?
Wasn't Bret in a wheelchair too, or something?
I think, yeah, I think so. I think he had some kind of gimmick going on.
Something like that.
Either that or he was. I don't think he was in the new foundation. No, yeah, he was. He feuded. I know they feuded. That's what they're saying. They feuded with Bret the Hitman Hart and Davey Boy Smith feuded because they faced with each other. It says the brother-in-law teamed regularly throughout 1994 and feuding with Bret and Davey Boy Smith. So I don't know. I'm confused. But anyway, I digress. Anyway,
I have to go back and look it up. Yeah,
I don't know what the hell I just said, but I think, and people out there are probably like, "What the hell, Dizzy? Shut the fuck up!" But the main thing is, let's get Davey Boy Smith into the Hall of Fame. Let's get Miss Elizabeth and Rando, Macho Man Randy Savage into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Wow. I need the night off or something, dude.
What's in your tea, bro?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it must be some like twisted tea or something.
Yeah, right? I've just got Diet Coke with lime. It's pretty tame. It's
pretty. Yeah. I'm drinking Lipton, so I don't know. Thanks, Lipton. I'm feeling pretty good. But like I said earlier, we were talking about the Ultimate Warrior and that piece of garbage, Hulk Hogan. I was to the New York Post, and it's a link that says Ultimate Warrior's widow slams Hulk Hogan for interview. Now, what happened was Mrs. Warrior was upset after she saw an interview on Grant Land's Cheap Heat's podcast, in which Hulk Hogan talked about his final encounter with the Ultimate Warrior. And it was on the WWE Network. It was Warrior Week. After he had passed away, it was Warrior Week, and they went backstage when they were at WrestleMania, and they had cameras on Hulk Hogan and Warrior shaking hands and stuff. And he says, and I quote, he said, "The two wrestling giants had a fierce, long-time rivalry, and Hogan said he took a ride on a golf cart at the Hall of Fame weekend earlier this year, just before Warrior's death, and claimed the two settled their feud." And he goes to, "I went right up to him. I shook his hand. Brother, I know I'm not supposed to talk to you, but I just want to let you know I love you." He also said, "And if you ever want to be friends, I'd love to be friends with you. If we could ever do business, that would be great. But I want to tell you that I love you so much, and whatever I did, please forgive me." And then I noticed that a WWE camera had peeled around the side. I had no idea that they had a camera following me. So he said, "That was so real, bro, and I'm so glad I got to talk to him." Mrs. Warrior did not believe anything that Hogan said, and she said, I quote, "I've been really quiet since the passing of my husband and the father of my girls. Someone sent me what Mr. Bolia, I guess that's how you say his last name. I'm not sure.
It's
Had to say
Bullia, yeah.
Bullia, yeah. So she said, someone sent me what Mr. Bullia had to say in a video interview with Grantland, and I would just like to ask him to stop. He is the only person in the WWE universe that did not give a call or send a card. My girls asked why he didn't check on us like everyone else did, and I explained to them, and my thing just locked up on me. Great. Crap. Well, basically, he's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
You know?
So he did it. So what you're saying is he did it to save face.
He did it to save face. Absolutely. That's what Terry Hogan's all about, man. Terry is just, you could tell that he's just there to save face. You know, he's such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand why everybody fucking loves this guy.
Yeah.
I hate him. My hate for Terry Hogan goes about as deep as my hatred for Lex Luger. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
you know,
I understand. I feel differently about Hogan. I mean, it goes back and forth. You know, you hear things about this and you hear things about that. You know, Hogan is one of those guys that I grew up loving, and it was like,
I did too.
well, back in the rock and wrestling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, absolutely.
And he was one of the reasons I got back into wrestling in the late 90s, because I took most of the 90s off as a wrestling fan. You know, I got into music, it was in high school and all that. And it wasn't until many years after high school that all of a sudden I started working with a guy that was like, hey, you know, do you watch wrestling? And I was like, no, I haven't watched in years. And he's like, well, you should watch WCW. And that was when the NWO was hot. Sting, you know, Goldberg, Raven, all those guys were blowing up. And you know, and it was cool. It was cool to hate Hogan, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hear you. It's,
trust me, guys, it's still cool to hate Hogan. Just saying. I mean, I remember Hogan when I was a little youngster. You know, I remember all the movies he did. Take your, you know, drink your milk, eat your vitamins, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Mom, any other stupid movie he did. I remember that. I remember Hulkamania.
yeah.
I'm not putting the guy down as like he's not a legend. He is.
Yeah.
He's an icon.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy made wrestling what it is today. He helped it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of other people before him that came along and did this, but he helped it too. I mean, during his late 70s, early 80s, he helped it.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
But all in all, the guy's just a trash bag away from being in the fucking dumpster. I do not respect Hogan as a person. I respect what he's done career-wise. I just don't respect him as a person.
I hear
you. Know, I think that he likes to take things. I think he takes things for granted. Not for granted. He likes to. I think the guy just likes to live off of other people's success. You know, he did a shitty job with TNA. Should have never let that man come to TNA because he did a terrible job.
Well, I think they had ideas of grandeur. Bringing him into the company was actually going to help it, and it didn't.
No, no, God, no! It just made it worse.
Yeah,
you know, especially when he brought Brooke Hogan into the picture. When he brought Brooke into the picture, and then there was a storyline like he thought it was cool for his daughter to go and date Bully Ray. and then turn around and do this whole aces and eights. I was actually happy when the aces and eights came along because that meant Brooke went out the door. And then not too long, Hogan followed suit. And then we had to see him in WWE again. Well, let me tell you something, brother. And it's funny because the lady that I was talking to last night, she said, you know what? We should replace let me tell you something with let me sell you something, brother.
Yeah.
You know? Didn't he do commercials not too long ago for something? Rent-A-Center. He did Rent-A-Center commercials.
Yeah, he did that. He also had some horrible commercial where he imitated the whole Miley Cyrus, being naked on the wrecking ball.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah,
He
seeing his
she's I
naked
was
butt in the yellow boa, that was, man, I'm still in therapy over that. It's
you know what I'm still you know what I just started going to therapy today because last night I was sent a video on YouTube. Um, it's you remember Rap, I think it's called Rap Star, the game called Rap Star. It's like Def Jam's Rap Star or something like that.
oh, I don't know that one.
Well, there's I think that's the right name of the game. Anyway, it's basically like Rock Band, but it's Def Jam version of Rock Band. And you
Okay.
just sing or you rap or whatever. It's a video, and I'll send it to you after we're done recording.
Okay.
It's a video of Jimmy Hart. A video of Jimmy Hart, Brooke Hogan, and Hulk Hogan in their, I guess, Terry's living room, singing this Biggie song, "Juicy," or something like that. I think it was. I'm not sure what it was, but anyway, they were singing
Sounds
a.
horrible.
Well, they were singing a Notorious B.I.G. song, and at the end of the song, Brooke Hogan starts singing to her dad, and her dad shows off his genitals to the camera. He flashes his genitals towards the camera. And Brooke's like, "Oh, that's my dad. Oh, that's my dad." What? Huh? You flashed it? No, listen. Let me get this straight. You just flashed your private parts to a camera in front of your daughter.
That's classy.
Oh, you want to know something else that's classy? I was sent photos of Mr. Hogan rubbing. I don't know if it's his girl. No, I did not get a face. I don't know if if this is his daughter or not. But I'm just gonna say that the videos were of a woman in a bikini laying on a
Face
lawn.
down.
Yeah, face down on a lawn chair. And he was going between the butt crack and everything like that, rubbing lotion. I don't know if it's Brooke or not, but that's kind of creepy if it is.
Just omit the kinda right there.
Yeah.
It's
But
yeah.
I mean, I take it you've seen the photos now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
Very
you know if it's Brooke or not?
I heard it's Brooke, but that could have been someone just trying to, slander him. Who knows? But yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I just know that it's wrong to flash your private parts in front of your daughter. That's kind of disgusting.
That's I don't get that one. Or it's like,
Kinda-
wow, how close is he with Jimmy too? It's like,
No kidding. Well, I mean, hell, they traveled together.
oh,
Something must have happened. You know,
brother.
brother. Damn.
Oh
But
man.
anyway, the whole point of the video is let's get these three into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It's long overdue. We're gonna do what we can. We wanted to make this video to put it out to our fans, and if you're fans of ours and you believe in the cause, share it, put it on put it on your Facebook, put it on your Twitter, or whatever other. We're not on every social media thing out there. We're
God.
on like some of the bigger ones. We're not on every other thing. but put it on, promote it however you like, if you believe in the cause. And we'll be putting some links in the description of this video, the hashtags and the different Facebook and Twitter and separate websites that you can go to support these causes. Let them know you care. Let them know you want to see it happen.
Yeah. If you, basically, guys, if not even a fan of us, if you are a fan of the originals, if you are a fan of Macho Man, if you were a fan of Davey Boy Smith, if you were in love with Miss Elizabeth and you wanted to, you loved Miss Elizabeth, you loved to see Miss Elizabeth walk down with one of the greatest of all time, Macho Man Randy Savage, or if you just had a diehard fascination with Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, then support this cause, because we, as Ramblers, I'm speaking about Mr. JAYBONE there, I'm speaking about Bubba, I'm speak for Baron, and I speak for Max Magus. We would love to see these guys be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. We want to see this year one of them, at least just give us one, WWE. That's all we're asking for, is one. Yeah. If not all three, one. We're not picky. Yeah. We're not picky. We just want one or someone that we are talking about in this video to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And I just heard from ringsidenews.com, and I don't know if you've seen this, Jason, but apparently Triple H is one of the inductees. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Actually, you know what? I think I know what you're talking about, and I don't think it's for the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm going to just jump on ringsidenews.com and quick search this. Shouldn't take too long. No?
Because I think I heard... My browser's wanting to be an asshole right now. Go figure.
Yeah, I read something about that. I'm not seeing it. But you know what? I don't think it was them putting him in the WWE Hall of Fame. It was some other sports-related Hall of Fame.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm trying to go on Ringside News on my phone right now.
It was within the last few days, but nonetheless, yeah. I don't think... I think it's way too early for...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's a little early, isn't it?
Here it is. Triple H being inducted into the 2015 International Sports Hall of Fame class.
Okay.
So it's something else. It's not the WWE.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Whatever that means, I don't know.
I have no idea what the hell that is. I have no idea, but he can be inducted into that all he wants, as long as he's not taking up a spot on the old WWE Hall of Fame.
Well, it's the International Sports Hall of Fame, brother. Brother.
In the Silver Dome.
Driving Pontiacs, right.
It's just, oh my God, dude. And I laughed so hard when The Rock and Steve Austin came out and just made fun of him. My God, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was cool to see Stone Cold get into Hogan's face. I think that's something that's going to come up within the next couple of years, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened next year, because it's going to be in Stone Cold's backyard. But that's another video for another time.
Completely different video. This video is all about Macho Man Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth, and Davey Boy Smith. Guys, again, the links are in the description. Make sure that hashtag Induct Savage 2015, hashtag Induct Miss Elizabeth 2015, they get trended. We need to start this trend on Facebook or Twitter. God, why do I always say Facebook? I mean Facebook and Twitter.
Oh yeah.
But we need to start both of them on a trend.
Yeah.
You know,
we'll
we'll do everything in our power to help these causes because we want to see this happen. Like I said, if not all three of them, just one.
Yeah.
Just one. That would be fine. But somebody.
And honestly, out of all of them, I think who has the biggest chance this year is Randy. Just the fact that they made the DVD with Randy Savage. Now, I have yet to see this, and I know I think there's a preview of it on the network.
There is.
And it's on my to-do list. I don't know if you've seen it.
It's like a 30-minute preview.
Yeah.
Or an hour-long preview or something like that. But, God, I want to see it so bad. I watched the preview, and I'm like, that's it? Really? That's all? That's all there is?
Yeah. Well, they want you to buy the DVD, but they want to give you that taste of it. So, yeah, I'm going to go check that out soon. I'm definitely going to go buy the DVD.
Yep.
It's on my to-do list.
Absolutely.
And,
mine too.
So, yeah, I think there's a good chance he'll go in this year. I think that's great that they actually sat down his brother to help do the DVD. And I actually heard that there's stuff on the interviews with Leaping Lenny Poffo, and that he didn't think was going to be on the DVD, and he was actually shocked when they put everything on it, because I guess he got, I don't know, upset, or it got kind of emotional or something to that effect. So, what's up with your video, dude?
I'm trying to fix it.
You're going pink on me.
I know, right? Save the boobies! Save the boobies! Save the boobies.
My wife's laughing in the background.
I don't know why, but I feel like I'm in the NWO right now. I'm like black and white.
We're waiting for the guitar solo to hit.
Right?
This
for life.
This message has been brought to you by
the NWO, the New World Order. Brother.
All right.
But basically that's it. We want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight on the JAYBONE and DYZZY show. If you like the content, please subscribe. If you like his content, please go to his channel, youtube.com/, what is it, JAYBONE35?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I got it up here in the noggin. But basically, it's all about Macho Man, it's all about Miss Elizabeth, and it's all about Davey Boy Smith. Please, please, please help the cause. And
make it happen, people.
Yeah, please, yeah. And we will talk about this Thursday night. Guaranteed we'll talk about this Thursday night.
Yeah.
During our live show. But yeah. That's basically it. Jason, you got anything else?
No, that's it. The hashtags and the websites to go along with this video will be in the description. And that's going to wrap it up for another awesome JAYBONE and DYZZY show. Thank you so much, my brother, for doing this with me.
Black and white DYZZY, right? Yeah.
Black and white. Yeah,
black and white.
You need to work on that tan.
I know, dude. I know. I need to go buy a different webcam. Seriously, I need to go buy a different.
You need
webcam.
to get out more.
I know, right? Well, hell, I mean, it's too damn cold to go outside.
This is true. Yeah,
this is very true.
We're going on a week straight of 0 degrees. 0 degrees here too. So, all right, for DYZZY, I am JAYBONE. Thanks for watching, guys.
Click those descriptions. Click the links in the description.
Thank you. Good night.
Later.